Today is Wednesday, March 27th. Welcome to the season finale of Deliberate Discussions. I get so emotional when I talk about that. I am your co host, Vicky Horton.
And I'm your co-host, Badger Parker. Friend, I was like, what's wrong?
Excuse me. I don't want this season to end. It's been so good, Patrick. I mean, this season has really kicked off for us, and I mean, it's just amazing. I don't want to lose this momentum because we've had so many awesome guests. You know, seat one commission candidate, Tennille DeCoste, of
Correct.
course, Reggie Cox, Chuck Ridley,
Hmm.
the West Palm Beach Coyotes. Uh,
Exactly.
I mean, we've had some great people, and I really hope I'm not missing anybody. Rohan Genesis.
Correct.
I mean, amazing guests.
Yeah,
And
and not only the guests, but we've also had some amazing stories as
yes,
well. We've
yes,
reported on.
yes.
And
And
that
we credit the world for that because we're just here to talk about it.
exactly. And I will say, out of all our seasons, I will say season 5 has been the most memorable for me
Yeah,
as well.
it has.
And I could not have done this without my amazing co-host. So I thank you.
Oh, I
And
love you so much.
we could not have done this without our amazing viewers. So, you know,
Exactly. Yeah. We just want to say thank you all so very much. So I mean, with that being said, I love you guys. I really don't want I really want to keep this going, but we have life, which has been lifing for us. And
Jesus. It is
congratulations to my co-host. He is
it's
a
really
homeowner.
thank you.
Congratulations to you and your now fiance, but in less than 35 days, your hubby.
These bills around this house already say we married.
Don't stop talking about them got doggone bills. And I bet I catch you in Target nowhere shopping for nothing.
Vicky, I swear to God, I cannot go to Target till after the wedding. I mean, I can't do nothing.
I'm
Okay,
telling you. Let me ask you, oh, where you at? Oh, I'm in Target. I'm in Target.
okay.
No, I hate Target too, just so you know.
So now we finna fall out.
Well, hey, I like Home Goods over Target.
I mean, Home's got some
I
good
like
stuff.
Home Goods.
Target
Um,
is just Target is a completely different shopping experience. Target, when you ask the team members for something, they walk you to it. When you go to Walmart and you ask them for something, they look at you like you're fucking crazy.
Now that's up there because down here, these people nice to me down here. I don't know if it's just the way I look. I look so angelic or what, but hey, anyway, let's get into Deliberate Discussion
Okay.
Season 5 finale. Thank you all so very much again for joining us tonight. If you would like to join our show next season, we welcome you to do that. We do have some great guests lined up for next season. We will be returning in June, Patrick.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll be returning in June. My co-host is going to be married in May. So we're going to give him time to honeymoon, and we're going to be back in June, right in your living room, on your phone screens, your Apple laptops, your
But
HP.
you know what, friend? I will say this. We are doing a special edition of Deliberate Discussions live from Chicago in May.
Yes, yes.
So stay tuned for that. There will be some promotions sent out for that show. And my co-host and I will actually be here in the same city, in the same space with a live studio audience.
That
So,
is so true.
and that will happen the weekend of May 3rd. So you guys stay
Yes.
tuned for that show.
Please stay tuned, y'all. That's gonna
Okay.
be fun. We're gonna be giving. I'm gonna bring some gifts to give out too. I'm
Okay.
gonna bring some stuff to give out. Okay, so let's get into this, Patrick. What do we have going on tonight?
All right. So let's do just our promo. I'll put it up on the screen for you.
Okay, so if you would like to advertise your business, your product that you're promoting, or your event that's coming up, please feel free to reach out to myself, Vicky Horton, here at Deliberate Discussions at 561-325-1488. We'll be happy to provide you pricing. It's not very expensive and it's reasonable. And we will definitely post or promote your product, your business, your event, whatever you have going on. We're more than happy to do that. And if you would like to come on the show to promote your own business, we welcome you to do that. Give us a call, 561-325-1488, or you can email us at deliberatenediscussions@gmail.com.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm still like stuck at like, wow, this is our season finale for season
I
5.
know.
It's been an
It's
amazing
crazy.
season.
It is
And
very
again,
crazy.
this season could not have been a success without our amazing viewers. So we thank you guys so much, and thank
Thank
you
you.
guys to the ones that's tuning in tonight. So let's kick this off. Our first guest we have on the show tonight is, a family member of mine, Preston Parker from Delray Beach, Florida. Preston is here tonight to promote his new song. That we are so excited to have him on the show tonight to promote his new song. It's life single, Choke 5. You guys are familiar with Preston if you're from Delray or if his previous football career. So before we bring Preston on the show tonight, I just want to play the song and then we'll bring him up for a short interview just to talk about his inspiration for this song. Hold one moment. Can you hear, Vicky? I just want to try free. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. I'm trying to get my ties out the bitch, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get my ties out the bitch, I'm trying to move. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. I'm trying to get my ties out the bitch, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get my ties out the bitch, I'm trying to move. Just for everybody been stuck up in the ditch before. Mama wasn't rich, grandma wasn't poor. I'm 33, sleeping on the sofa, Lord knows. I'm running out of shoes, I'm running out of clothes. I'm trying to pass the hole up and paddle off. I'm trying to keep my balance while I catwalk. I'm scheming like a night, hawk on a night crow. I'm up before the sun, I'm from South Florida. I be thinking about my dog.
Hey.
Get my life back in order. I don't wanna tell them that I can't afford. Listen how I wrote the chorus. All my fucking life, I knew D and cool. My nigga Rocky and I'm Sterling Bull. J Mom, nigga, bring it no. I'm top 5 and the nigga know. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. It's crazy out here, it's crazy up and up. I'm from a small city where we don't care. My lawyer say the streets bad for my health. He told me think about your kids, don't think about yourself. I had a meeting with the devil. He told me if I do them, it'll make it better. That shit how you ain't long lives. I don't like the right kites, I wanna see the light. I hope you know how to fight, it's a tough life. I hope you know how to cope, hope you know how to float. Closed door, then open door. Keep walking, it's a blessing for me. They giving niggas 10, 20 life. He was innocent and did 39. They giving niggas 10, 20 life. He was innocent and did 39. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. Get it right, live right, pick your life up. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get my ties out the ditch, I'm trying to move. Vic, it's like one of them little boppers where you ride in South on 95.
Well, you had me just in
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. But yo,
man, you had me in my zone, man. I thought I was 25 again. So
okay.
Real,
and then to listen just to the lyrics of the song, which is
exactly.
Yeah, like, okay,
so,
represent
that's brainstorming music right there. Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring Preston up live on the show and just talk about this song himself. Preston, welcome to the show, brother. Look at it.
Preston, thank you so very much for being here. Listen, hug at me all in a whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank y'all.
Oh my God, what inspired you to write that?
I don't know. I just based a lot of stuff off of real life. I know it'll relate to a lot of people. I like touching a lot of people when I say certain things. It don't even matter if I say something like something street, but it still be able to touch somebody that's not in the street or whatever. You know what I mean? I like for one thing to relate to everybody. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of write, and that's how I kind of came up with it. and that's what I'm dealing with. That was like 4 years ago too. So I'm 37 now.
Wow.
I'm 33, sleeping on the sofa, Lord knows. So that was 4 years ago. You know what I
Wow.
mean? And just what I'm going through, and I'm kind of at the end of the tunnel too. So I was just writing what I was going through at the time.
Okay.
Wow. That's real deep. And I mean, the lyrics in there, like I can relate to that. And not only because I'm from Delray, but a lot of the stuff that, you said, the lyrics in the song, a lot of stuff I can relate to that, not even through my life, or rather it's through the life of my kids, I can relate to some of the stuff that, your lyrics in there.
Correct.
Very powerful.
Yeah, and
Very
especially coming from where we come from, and
Yeah.
the way that we were raised, and like you said, my grandma wasn't rich, she was poor, but although she wasn't rich, you didn't know it.
You never knew. You never
You
knew.
never ever went without. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's just the type of upbringing we come from, and the type of family we come from, and man, that was amazing. I mean, just that line alone for me just meant so much.
Yeah.
And I said it. I said mama wasn't rich.
Mhm.
I said, but grandma wasn't poor. Like grandma
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
had a little something now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to kind of let them know how like our grandma raised us down here. Like that's everybody that we can relate to that too. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Good.
Miss Katie Lee put that little $5 in here, and don't tell nobody.
Okay, exactly. She gonna follow it up. So,
Yeah.
what more can we expect from you from music in music, Preston?
I'm lacking on my visuals, and that's because I'm bougie. So I'm attacking the visual part. So in May, hold on, let me let this dog in. In May, I'm having an album release. Well, July, I'm having an album release party. So album release party. So they can be looking for that. And just a lot of good music, over time from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, even to from last week. You know what I mean? So just a good project, I can say they can be looking forward to. Like something I really think that I'll be closer, a couple steps closer to being signed by somebody when I drop this album. You know what I mean? This will be my third be out day or having the album release and doing a video. So I bring the whole city together,
Yes.
and I just have an album release and shoot a video, free food, t-shirts, all of that. And it'll be my third one. So I'm just working on following through something I never used to do. You know what I mean?
Okay. Is this the only single? Is this the only single you have out right now?
Oh no, I have one called "I Made It."
Okay.
That's an industry song. I got a beat from a industry guy, and that was my first one. I was real excited about that too. And his name is Kid Hazel. He out of Georgia, and it's real good. It's real good.
Okay, that's what's up. So where can people find your music at?
I have more on what is it called, SoundCloud, than iTunes, but it's everywhere. So whatever music platform they have, if they type in my name, Choke 5, it'll pop up. You know what I mean?
Now let me ask you, where did you come up with that name?
That's a good question. It's a real good question. I used to fight a lot when I was young. I was kind of like, I knew I can fight, but I never used to want to fight. You know what I mean? So once I get the best of the person, I put them in a chokehold rather than like punch, face, all of that. So after like my third fight of my friend seeing me, he like, bro, you always choking people, bro. You always trying to choke at the end of the fight, bro. I'm gonna start calling you choke. You know what I mean? And since then, I was like 12, 13. He started calling me choke then. And the number 5 just came from football. And this my brothers used to wear it. Doug Parker Jr. He was number 5, and then I took after him. You know what I mean? So the 5, and it stuck with me at Florida State. I was number 5. You know what I mean? I just kept the 5 with me. You know.
Okay.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, the Parkers. I mean, viewers, just in case you all didn't know, the Parker family comes from a long line of football players. I'm talking about how y'all call them beasts, y'all call them dogs. Like y'all boys did your thing. Even my co-host, he did his little thing out there for the Dairy Rocks.
Yep.
And I mean, it's just amazing how far you've come. And you're a very private person too, Preston. And I just was caught so off guard with Choke 5 and a song like Preston's.
Yeah.
It's wrong, The
I
two
can
didn't mix to me.
I can kind of say something about that. Once I started playing football, and a lot of people just looked at me and like, oh, NFL, and like I used to get mad a little bit. 'Cause I'm like, man,
Mm,
they knew I could, if they knew how good I could make music, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be recognized for my music. Also, I don't want to just be looked at as a football player. And then the
right.
NFL, it's hard to do that. It's hard to kind of switch people's perspective of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was a challenge to me. And once I kind of seen the business side of NFL and the league and just my little mess ups, I was like, man, listen, I think I got to do it with this music. You know what I mean? And that was the challenge, and I took it on.
But you're
And
doing it, and that's the good thing.
then,
You're
pulling up, man. What, man? What about the old one, man? Somebody just pulled up with me on me yesterday, and it was playing one of my songs with Boosie. I have one with Boosie also.
Okay.
amazing. Okay.
I hate it because I just came out the league. Like I wasn't, like in the studio that much, so I was kind of rusty. You know what I mean? But everybody like it. You know what I mean? And I have to put that one back on the platforms also. So that's not out. It's out, but I have to put it back. I got to pay and put it on a TuneCore so I can go to iTunes and all the.
Well, I gotta say, honey, you oiled yourself up pretty good if you was a little rusty coming out, because that right there, I mean, if this is what we have to expect in the future with the other songs, I can't wait until the album release. Please make sure I get an invitation to that. I definitely want to be on the scene.
I will send the flyers and stuff. I'll make sure I stay in touch.
Please do.
Most
Please
definitely.
do. And I will say this before we let you go, what words would you like to say to that young athlete or that young rapper, some kids in the neighborhood that may be looking up to you? What would you like to say to them?
Let me think about it. Don't forget, a lot of people say this. They told me this, but it don't stick. Like sometimes we tell young people stuff, you got to say it in a way so it can kind of stick. But it's no way else to say it except how everybody told me. You can't forget why you came here. Like you can't forget why you got up that morning and wanted to be a football player or a cook or engineer. Whatever you can't forget, because once you get, Gucci said this. He said, you can get lost in the sauce sometimes, man. So you can get lost in the sauce when you get when you accomplish your goals that you've been trying to reach. You know what I mean? So once you in the middle of it and you see that money coming in and you finally got everything that you said you dreamed about and all this, cut back the light. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. It's alive. It's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
It's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once you do all of that, you have to refocus and remember, like, dang, yeah, I only had one bathroom growing up. I never had my own my bedroom. I always slept with my sister. You gotta remind yourself and read that Bible. The Bible is a gangster's book. If they would have told us the Bible was a gangster book, everybody would read it. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
You gotta read it to understand that this dude is the best gangster you will ever meet. You know what I mean? So keep that book and always remember and remind yourself why you started doing what you wanted to do. Like, why did you want to reach the top? You know what I mean? You like I said, I ain't never had my own room growing up. So once I did it, once I got my own condo, you know what I mean? I kind of forgot like I see the condo, okay, I got it now. Now I'm kind of, now I go to the club, now I can drink and no, not yet. You ain't, you know what I mean? Remember, you didn't have your own, you got a condo, you don't got your own house. You know what I mean? So remember, stay focused and you'll better, reach the goal,
That's what's up. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. I want to say this, Preston.
I want to say hi to y'all. Hey.
Hi, Crystal.
So I want to say this before we let you. I want to say this before we let you go. Right. Being one of your older cousins and knowing your story, knowing your walk through life, I want to tell you that I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Very, very proud of you. To know what you've been through, but also to know where you're going and the fact that you're so passionate about your music. I'm proud of you and I'm rooting for you. And I'm wishing you nothing but blessings along the way. And whatever I can do as your cousin, I'm here for you, no matter what. No matter what. And whatever this platform of Deliberate Discussions can do to also help you get to the next level, we're here for you as well. So you have a home here on Deliberate Discussions. but you also have just help from your cousin as well if you need it. I'm just a phone call away.
You already know I'm gonna stay in touch now. You already know, man. Start working mysterious ways. So
He
It does.
does.
It does. It does. Well, we want to thank you for coming on the show. We will continue to promote your song. We look for more information concerning the album release. Deliberate Discussions will most definitely be in the building to to be a part of that and to help you, reach the top, man. We're so proud of you, and you represent home, and anyone from Delray know how home is for us. And whatever we can do, we're here for you.
Most
thank
definitely.
thank
Preston,
you.
thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate appreciate you taking the time to come on here for these few minutes. And I mean, you've got a lot going on. And if no one knew, this is Coach P from the West Palm Beach Coyotes. We had them on the show. So, like he said, God does work in mysterious ways, and I never thought he would be here on Deliberate Discussions promoting his song. But ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Choke 5.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one, cuz.
Y'all share the song for me if you don't mind.
We got you.
Definitely.
We got
Definitely.
And one more thing, Target, you took Home Good over. I was hoping I remember. I'm like, bro, I know she'd pick Home Goods over Target. I love Target, T-Man.
I don't like Target. I like Home Goods.
Somebody said it. Thank you. Goodbye, Preston.
Target is an overpriced Macy's. Overpriced Macy's. Man, listen, let me tell you, I thought he was on my side. He talking about you. Don't nobody like no Target. Target is too expensive.
That was amazing.
I bought a bag of grapes from Super Target. When I tell you, they was dusty even after I washed them off, and they were like mushy. They weren't crunchy like Publix. Even Walmart had better grapes.
Correct. You know what? That interview, Vicky, for me, it's almost emotional, and the reason I say that,
I saw it.
Not only because it's family, it's because the platform that we have, and we're able to do what we do to reach back and to help someone else.
Yeah.
And that's what Deliberate Discussions is all about. And it just makes me so proud that we have this platform and we're able to help others. It just means so much. And
people don't realize that, Deliberate Discussions started by helping us. And then we decided to make it into helping others.
Correct.
We talk about our hometown of Delray and the people in Delray, and we want to bring everybody on here. And we're encouraging everybody to reach out to us to come on the show and promote, talk about. We want to discuss it all. There's no limit here to what goes on in our platform. We're not a messy platform, Thadric, and that's the one thing that I love.
Correct.
We don't get on here to bash anybody. We state our opinions, whether we share the same opinion or we don't. We always know how to agree to disagree.
Correct.
And that's what stands out about this show. And if we can help others, that's payment enough to us.
Exactly.
Because we do this, we're doing this, our studios and in our homes, and we're doing this on our own. Our giveaways, we're doing this all out of our own pockets. We accept donations, most definitely we do. I'm just gonna put that on out there. We definitely accept donations. However, we want to be known for helping others.
Correct.
We're not gonna turn your donation down, but if you want to send a cash out, that's fine. Send it to Zelle, whatever. We'll take it. Because every bit that we collect, we give to the community. We make donations to charities, and people don't know that about us.
Exactly.
Just from our own pocket. We made donations to the West Palm Beach Coyotes, and we raised quite a bit of money for the team. Correct. And my daughter, and I just want to say thank you so much to my co-hosts and all of the viewers who contributed to that. So, thank you all so very much, for helping us to reach our goal. And we really appreciate you. And I'm getting kind of emotional again, but this is our season finale.
It's all good. It's all good. So let's get into this. Let's get into this first topic.
Yes. I need something to bring you back, friend.
No, we reeling you back in. But again, thanks so much for Preston Parker for joining the show. We really, really appreciate it. That was an amazing interview. We'll be sure to continue to promote the song as well. So getting on to our first topic. So in the news lately, that's been this huge story, this huge fiasco concerning Planet Fitness and the the person that identifies as transgender, a transgender woman in the restroom at Planet Fitness. We'll play this story first and we'll come back and discuss it.
At 8 degrees below zero in Fairbanks, Alaska. Day 2 of Planet Fitness saga. I came in Monday. There's a man in the women's locker room shaving. A little girl sitting in the corner. She could have been 12 years old. I don't know how old she was. In a towel. Kind of freaked out that there's a man shaving in her locker room. Well, I was offended. I took a picture of him and I asked him, why are you there? You're a man with a penis. Why are you in the women's locker room? And he justified by saying, I'm queer LGB, and I said, you shouldn't be in the women's locker room. Well, I left. And as I said this morning, I got canceled. Planet Fitness is defending the man in the women's locker room, the man with the penis, rather than the child sitting in the corner with a towel wrapped around her. So people, I just want you to know, this is weird. It's not good. It's rather disturbing. So I would like for you women to stand up and have a voice and stop the shenanigans. You have authority. Use your authority. I took that picture because I felt like I was in an unsafe space. And so I'm probably going to go report this to the police today, but I just want to tell Samantha and Joe that work there and own it, thank you so much for canceling my membership. You saved me the trip. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay. You want me to go first?
Please.
Okay.
You already know what I'm gonna say because I already said it.
3 wrongs in this whole story.
Okay.
3. Okay. The 3 wrongs is Planet Fitness for one. The person that identifies as a trans woman for 2. And the lady that we just watched. Okay. And I'm gonna point on all 3 of them. First, I'm gonna point on the man. Well, the transgender, because I don't want to misgender anyone, especially if you identify as a trans woman, that's your thing. Let me tell you why she's wrong. Okay. She's wrong because you may identify as a trans woman, but you appear to be a man. Okay. And you make it hard for so many other people that's a part of this community that also identifies as a trans woman, but looks the damn part. Okay. So if you're going to identify as something, look the part.
Exactly.
So she's wrong. Okay. Planet Fitness is also wrong for not making it a safe space. And they did not make it a safe space for those women in that bathroom. If this person identify as a trans woman, make a comfortable space for her, but also ensure that this space is also comfortable for the women that's in there.
That's right.
You cannot be in public. I cannot be in public like this with a beard, everything, a bald head, in a women's bathroom saying, oh, I identify as a woman. You got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. If I'm going to identify as a trans woman, I'm going to look the part. So Planet Fitness was wrong because they should have made it a safe space. Make a safe space for everyone, for the person that identifies. If you're going to have these policies where there's no discrimination, create a locker room for those trans people to make
Exactly.
Because I have so many trans sisters that has stood on the front line, that has fought a good fight, and that looks the part, identify as women, but you're making a complete mockery of those women.
Right.
Not only trans women, but trans men. And I will say, a lot of people do not know or understand how many trans men are actually in the men's bathroom. So that's also an issue. Now, the issue that I have with the woman that reported the story, and again, she may not know. So I won't go as hard on her, but I will say this. It's so often that we are placed in situations where we could be harmed. Okay. This person that was in the restroom was there because they were allowed to be there based on Planet Fitness policy.
Exactly.
It's not his fault that that she was there because she was allowed to be there. It is her fault that she's not looking the part to be there. Okay. But I say that to say this: if you're going to address an issue, do it in a way that no one is harmed.
Exactly. And
Because she could have went out there and she could have blasted this man in the bathroom, this man in the bathroom. Other men or her son or her husband could have went in there and harmed this trans woman, or waited till this trans woman came outside, or this person that identifies as trans came outside and harmed them. So you never want to, it's okay to speak up, but you don't want to speak up in a way that someone can possibly be harmed because you spoke up.
Now, I just want to touch on this woman. I mean, I get where Planet Fitness is coming from. I just want to, I've been a member of Planet Fitness for a long time. And number one, how did this woman know? Well, let me not go there yet. First of all, she violated this person's rights by taking a picture of him in the locker room. Whether he is a transgender person or he was a woman.
Correct.
She violated him. And there should be some repercussions towards her for what she did. Because Planet Fitness, and I'm just going to read their non-discrimination policy here. Planet Fitness does not tolerate discrimination or harassment of any person on its premises on the basis of race, national origin, ancestry, color, creed, religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, age, disability, or any other basis protected by law. All members will have access to the restroom and locker room facilities that correspond to their self-reported gender identity to the extent permitted by applicable law. Now, applicable law says that they can self-identify as transgender women, transgender men, if it's she or is he. And obviously, I don't know if he was, I mean, how did she know this man had a penis? Or this woman had, how did this person, how did she know? Did you see a penis? Where was he? I mean, was he shaving between his legs? Was he shaving his face? Because I know some women with hair on their face, and I shave. I mean, I got a little mustache thing going on here too. So I shave too. And then the next issue I have with this story, Thadric, she made it look, she made her story seem more credible by saying a 12-year-old child, maybe a 12-year-old, but she, you know, I don't know how she is. Number one, Planet Fitness does not allow children in their gym. Okay. And I mean, if they do, they have to stay by the door and they have to be of a certain age to stay by themselves.
Correct.
But other than that, they're not allowed on the premises unless they're accompanied by an adult at all times. So if this young girl was in that shower with a towel on, come on. This woman is trying to make it seem, she's trying to make a mountain out of a molehill.
That's true. That's very much true.
It's something out of nothing. I mean, and like I said, she has no other complaint. Oh, she could have been 12 years old. Where is this woman? And why is she in a towel just watching this man? I mean, did she really walk up on something? Maybe. I mean, you got a woman with a towel, you got a man shaving. I mean, make it make sense to me. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see no credibility in her beef.
And I will say this, I do think that she may have been, she was placed in a situation where she felt uncomfortable, but I also feel as if there was a different way that she should have handled it. But I want to give her I will say this, I will give her the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, she didn't know how to handle it or whatever. And especially what infuriated her more is the fact that when she reported it, they canceled her membership. So I'm just curious, because again, we're only hearing her side. I'm just curious to know what was the reasoning behind them canceling her membership.
I think it's just because she violated his privacy. She just
and I would say that I would tend to think that as well, because she took the picture and she violated his privacy. But my thing is, I would say to any one of my trans brothers or sisters out there, if you're going to identify as something, look the part. Especially if you want someone to address you as a woman or to address you as a man.
But you know, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the picture that she has. We can't really see it, so we don't know. I mean, I've seen women that are 102 pounds and with
well, the thing about it is, I saw the picture of her. I did see the picture, because what you have is the blurred out picture, and I'm glad that it was blurred out, because again, I don't want to violate anyone's privacy. But I did see her picture, and I will say what I saw was a physical man.
Okay.
Was
Okay.
a physical man. So I understand her reacting the way that she did to be placed in a situation where she was uncomfortable, but also it leads me to say that when we are signing up for these places, it's important that we understand their policies as well.
That's true.
Because you have a choice at the end of the day. You have a choice, but also I think that if Planet Fitness also should take it a step and to ensure that everyone is safe or everyone feels comfortable, make a locker room that's exclusively for people that identify that way. But the thing that gets me even more in my soul is the fact that it's always a problem when it comes to transgender women.
Mm-hmm.
It's never a problem when it comes to lesbians or trans men.
That's true.
That's
so
my
very true.
problem. That's the double standard that I have. So many, and again, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with lesbians. My mother is a lesbian and I love her to death. But the problem that I have is that in today's society, lesbians are more accepted by society than gay men.
Of course, they are. And I totally agree with you on that.
That's the problem that I have. You understand what I'm saying?
Now,
they will roll out the red carpet for a lesbian. But
that's
us
true.
as men,
Friend, you are absolutely right. Now, let me just say
harder.
Let me say this. Now, recently, I don't know if anybody knows about this or if you even heard about this, but we don't discuss celebrity news on Deliberate Discussions. But I just have to bring this up because it kind of flows into what we're discussing. There was a issue with Jess Hilarious, the comedian, and T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison is a transgender female. Okay, yeah, we know she has her parts and whatnot, and I call her she. I mean, she goes by the big bitch. She still has her parts. But I love her. I love Jess Hilarious. And I've heard the comments about Jess Hilarious for many years. And I've seen Jess Hilarious without all the to-do, just like I am. I mean, I'm kind of ugly, without all the glam and, whatnot. And Jess Hilarious, I'll say, has some very strong features for a woman. And we all know people that have had those features, in our life. But here's the thing. And I've also been called, even on some of my pictures, somebody said I look like a man on one of my pictures on Instagram. But my thing is, hey, I didn't take offense to it. I just told him, I said, yeah, I fucked your mama. But hey, I mean, friend, listen, I don't know why. You know how I get with that. And y'all gotta excuse me. Like I said, this ain't no messy platform, but I mean, I'm just being real. I'm very transparent and I keep it that way. But this is wrong on so many levels that this woman was allowed to take a picture of this person, whether it's male or female. She violated this person's rights.
And also
as far as what Planet Fitness stands for, because Planet Fitness is their motto there, no judgment zone.
Correct, and which is true, and she also just really affected the safety of this person.
She did.
Person potentially been hurt in the long run. And again, I stand firm. If you're going to identify as something, please look the part.
Please look the part. Nowadays, you have to look the part.
Yeah, and because of this, Planet Fitness has actually has lost. Their value has plummeted over $400 million after this whole situation with this one situation concerning this transgender person.
Now let me ask you this, Thaddeus. Do you think it's plummeted 400 million after, I mean, in favor of Patricia Silver or in favor of the gentleman? Because a lot of transgenders go to Planet Fitness.
Well, I will say this. I followed the story and I've done a lot of research in everyone on all social media platforms. Everyone that has spoken on this story has been in favor of Patricia. And I will say a lot of people has echoed what I have said, that no one should be placed in a situation where they feel uncomfortable. I get it. And my thing is, if you're going to have that type of policy, be prepared to ensure that everyone feels comfortable. Because again, even the person that identifies as a transgender woman was felt to feel uncomfortable just by being in that space and being screamed at by this woman.
That's very true.
So
it's sad though that we live in this day and age where people look at things so differently. I mean, come on, let's stop.
So Planet Fitness has a responsibility that if you are going to have those type of policies, everyone should be feeling comfortable in that space.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. So
what the hell was she doing in the locker room any goddamn way? She didn't say what she was doing in there. We know he was shaving, and the girl sitting there with a towel. What the hell was she doing in there? Just going in there, see, taking pictures of everybody. What made her go in the locker room? Because bitch, you wasn't taking no shower. What were you doing in there? Taking pictures? You a perv. She's a perv. She probably was watching the girl and watching the man. Who knows? Why you not there working out?
Friend. She probably had
Why she wasn't out there working out,
She
Thaddeus?
probably had just finished her workout, friend. She probably had just finished, just like
She didn't take no shower. She went right in there to take pictures of the man and look at the girl in the towel. What, you was trying to molest a 12-year-old? Get a sneak peek?
Okay. So drop down in the comments which what do y'all think about this?
Patricia, you the donkey of the day. I don't like you.
So the next story, we're gonna travel to the Midwest to Dalton, Illinois.
Ooh, child. Go ahead and talk about y'all mayor.
Let's talk about the super mayor. We're gonna play the story. We'll come back.
This
chaos. You do not stand for me, and I want you to step down.
The mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard, lashed out at her board of trustees during another tense meeting.
She vetoed the board's decision to require the village to open its financial books, as well as the board's call for a federal investigation into misuse of funds. Eric Wrong is in the newsroom with the latest. Eric.
Well, good morning. The mayor last night blamed the media as well as the board of trustees for causing chaos in the village. She did admit to a $2 million budget deficit. However, trustees say it's really millions more.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard last night wasting no time shutting down trustees and critics.
The veto message is related to the secret squirrel meetings, yes, that the board of trustees have.
During an emergency meeting late last month, the board unanimously passed a resolution that calls for a federal investigation into the mayor and demanding the village's financial records be made available.
Stop creating chaos in your village.
The board vowed to override her veto and say they have the votes to do it.
The mayor can blame everybody for what's going on, but she has to look at herself. Nobody told her to get on TV and lie like that.
The trustees referring to a WGN Investigate story, which focused on her use of taxpayer money, not only as Dalton's mayor, but as Thornton Township supervisor and her charity.
Only judge when you got both sides of the story, not one-sided narratives, which is negative narratives in the media.
The village, under Henyard's leadership, moving media at last night's meeting to the back of the room, nearly out of sight of people speaking during public comment. But their message to the mayor was heard loud and clear.
You lied to us as residents. You do not stand for me. And I want you to step down as mayor today and save our village from this deficit that you have caused.
Now, trustees plan to try and override the mayor's veto at next month's meeting. We're live in the newsroom. I'm Eric Rung, WG.
Friend, where are we gonna get rid of these people in?
Friend, ain't nobody causing chaos in the village but
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
We're causing the chaos. Like, this is black people. This is why it's so important to do your research on your candidates. Don't just vote for them because they're black. Don't just vote for them because they cute. They look like they got to do your research.
Exactly. So what happened was, so the village, which is not far from here, is in a deficit. Well, the mayor paints this picture every time she's interviewed that the deficit's about $2 million. But the trustees and everybody has gotten more information. The deficit is about $7 million. Okay. So the mayor is under investigation for spending all this money for personal use. She went on this whole trip to Vegas with her crew and all this here. They spent all this city money. Also, the trustees has also approved for different bills to be paid, i.e. the county vehicles, which are currently up for repossession for non-payment that the trustees has already approved. Okay, so everybody's wondering, the police cars, Bilal said the police cars are being repossessed. Which is true. And this is
we ain't gotta worry about that when we come to Chicago, right?
So everybody's wondering, where is the money? What is she doing with this money? So the trustee board actually voted to have the FBI investigate her. What did she do at the meeting? She vetoed it.
Cut the hell on up. She listen, she give me angry black woman vibes. You know, you guilty of something, but you're gonna sit there and act like you just so innocent. And because you're in that seat of power, you're gonna sit here and act like you ain't done nothing. Come on, sis. That weave in your hair, them bundles, them had to cost you every bit of $1,400.
She is making a complete, and so this is what she did. So she makes about $200,000 to $300,000 a year. So she has actually wrote a bill or did something in the village that whomever comes behind her will only make $25,000 a year.
What?
This woman, and then she's also been threatening the voters and people on the city council and the trustees that, you know, for her not to be kicked out. She don't want anybody to vote for anybody else. And, you know, it's all about her. She's fired some people that's a part of the city council. She's fired her secretary and everything, the HR person, and because they won't do her dirty work for her. So now there's it's just a mess, friend. It's a mess.
That's crazy. She need to be out of there. They need to get her out. She need to step down. They need to force her to step down because she's an eyesore and she's an embarrassment to her whole community.
Total embarrassment.
This is why Deliberate Discussions encourages everybody to please do your research on these candidates. We don't need people like her in seats of power.
So someone asked me a question because I was having this conversation recently with someone about the super mayor Tiffany, and I told that I was going to. I told them that I was going to talk about it. So they said to me that, you know, I can't believe that you're going to report or talk about a Black woman in power. So,
in power,
I will say that this person is also watching the show, and I will tell you that no one is off limits. And just because you're Black doesn't mean that you are exempt from doing the right thing for the people that voted you in power.
She's a Black woman abusing the power that the people gave her.
Yeah, no one is exempt. You have a responsibility to represent your constituents in the best way possible. Okay, you going into office, it should not be should be for your personal gain, like Donald Trump. But anyway, so yeah.
Listen, she need to be besties with Fonnie Willis. She need to be besties with her. But they need the same anger management courses, honey. And that little angry Black woman thing, or that I'm a bad bitch, that super mayor stuff, cut that out, sis. Because you know what?
You know, she also took the city money and donated it to her own charity.
She's a super crook, and they asked her to stop soliciting funds for her charities, and she consistently defies every attempt to do that, and she needs to be charged. I'm sorry, she does.
Vicky Bilal say, please don't get him started on Trump.
Bilal, listen, I'm not gonna get him started on Trump. I want him to get this help out of there. When I come up there, I just want y'all to know I want to go and see Miss Tiffany Henyard.
Okay, I'll arrange that.
I will go to the mayor's office. Because I got a few choice words to say to sis. Because you know what? Listen, you don't warm that seat up, and you got a little bit too comfortable. Now you're acting up. You got an attitude.
But on a serious note, it's because of people. On a serious note, it's because of people like Tiffany that causes the community to lose trust.
Exactly. But at the same time, Patrick, it causes the people to lose trust, but it also discourages people from voting. Because, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do, which direction to go in. But like I always say, it's so important that we get to know our candidates.
That is true.
Okay, we get to know their spending habits, their saving habits. We get to know what they do. We have to get, before we get them in that seat of power, we have to know them, get to know them, ask the questions.
That is very true. That is true.
It's public record when they're running.
Their past, everything is public record.
She needs to step down. She does. She needs to step down. Yeah. She does.
So yeah, so that's a good story, huh?
It is. It's a very good
So
story.
I'll continue. I'm sure there will be an update to that story by the time we come back in June. I've
Oh,
been
most
following this so closely
Yeah.
because I've been so intrigued on what the trustees are going to do and how the FBI is going to get involved and things like that. But I'll be sure to update you guys. So the next one we have, how do you pronounce this young lady's name?
I think it's Zaila.
Zaila. Okay.
Zaila.
All right. So do you want to talk about this, Vicky?
Let me just start. Zaila Avant-Garde. She's a 17-year-old from Harvey, Louisiana. Zaila is the winner of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. And for those of you that are not familiar with the Scripps National Spelling Bee, it's let me see. How can I make you guys remember? Remember the movie Akilah and the Bee with what's the girl name? I can't think of her name. Palmer.
Yeah, I forget her name.
I can't
Kiki
think of her
Palmer.
name.
Kiki Palmer.
It is.
Yeah.
But the Scripps National Spelling Bee, she is the first African American contestant to win the bee, and is the second winner after Jamaica's Jody Ann Maxwell. So this is very big for our young people.
All
And
right.
she won this back in 2001, Thadric, and a lot of people don't know that, but it just makes deliberate discussions feel really good about highlighting our young people and the things that they can do. We know we have somebody in your area, or up the street, down the way, who is an honor roll student who has an IQ that's like off the charts and probably knows all of the Latin words, the Greek words. I don't know if a word is Latin or Greek or whatever.
Correct.
I
So
never
and it's so funny how she asks about different questions before she answered it. So let's play the video. Hold on one second.
The word is Maria.
Maria. Does this word contain like the English name Murray, which could be the name of a comedian, or just the English name in general?
I don't see that here.
Bill Murray made the spelling bee.
Maria.
That tells you she's on the right track, though.
Wait, what is the language origin?
It's formed in Latin from a Swedish name.
Maria. Murraya.
That is correct.
Scripps National Spelling Bee winner, Zaila Avant-Garde, Harvey, Louisiana.
That was amazing.
That is so amazing. I mean, her reaction to it, and I mean, when she spelled it, she just Murraya, like Maria.
Correct. And I want you to
Maria.
She was interviewed after she won, and I found this clip, and I was just so proud of her to hear her answer. Hold one second.
To be the first African American champion, because it's just almost 100 years of no African Americans. It's not too surprising or anything, but it's still kind of sad and stuff for there not to be any African American winners. But it feels good.
Yeah. That is amazing.
She's such a humble young woman. She really is. Humble young lady.
And for her to say that, it's just like we're so often looked down on, and it's just like us as Blacks, we can do anything.
We can.
We're just as better as them. And
you know what gets me and what I love about her in the interviews is she gave credit to our own Serena Williams and Delray's Coco Gauff as her inspirations. And for this young woman to look up to Serena and Coco as two of the three people that she looks up to as for inspiration, I mean, that speaks volumes of what Serena and Coco have opened the door for. And now we have young Zaila, who's paving the way also. And I mean, if I can say anything to the young girls, the young guys out there, don't give up. Don't give up. You can go as far as you want to go. Don't let anyone stop you. I know in school we call them nerds or whatever, but look what being a bookworm and a nerd can get you.
Exactly. That's amazing. So, and in saying that, the next young man is even more amazing.
Oh,
yeah, hold on a moment.
He's already a published author with the best-selling book on Amazon. His book is called Kayla and Kyle, The Walking Dictionary's Election Day. And it was also recently accepted into the Library of Congress. Please welcome Nicholas Buwama. So let me ask you this, Nicholas. What made you write this book?
I wrote this book because my mom started to teach me big words. So when I was at school and I asked to collaborate, my teacher messaged my mom. So when I got home, my mom asked me, do I want to write a book? And I said yes. And that's where it all began. My book is about helping kids expand their vocabularies, and Kayla and Kyle are having an election, and throughout the way, Kayla and Kyle are using big words.
Have you ever talked to an adult that didn't know what you was talking about?
Plenty of times.
You've been receiving some letters from some kids who've bought your book. What have some of the kids been saying?
They say I inspire them, and they want to write books too.
Man, you a good kid, you know that? You're pretty fly, too.
Thanks.
Being smart is a great gift to have.
I know.
I didn't get that gift when I was growing up.
But you are smart.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, man, yeah. I'm smart about a couple of things, you know, like big words. I'm not really good at big words. I didn't have this book. See, if I'd have had this book when I was a kid, I'd have knew some big words, like watch this right here. Standing in front of the mirror with it.
Innate.
You ain't even read it. How you know that?
I memorized the book.
Okay, let me ask you this. I heard you got a pretty big goal for yourself. What is that?
My goal is to get my book into every elementary school library in the United States.
Let's go to work. Let's go to work.
I have some more goals. And another one is to donate some books to take to Ghana to give to their schools and libraries. I'm honored to be here today to accept this Guba Young and Talented Award. I would like to thank my parents for always encouraging me. I would like to thank Steve Harvey for donating 555 books to my nonprofit, Books Without Borders. And President Nana Akufo-Addo, I need your help getting some of my books into Ghana. And I would like to thank everyone else who has supported me along the way. Medasi.
Amazing. That's
12 years old, Cedric.
And do you know at this point that young man has 7 books that
Wow.
is currently in the Library of Congress?
Wow. And when we first came across this story, he was just at his 4th book that to be published in the Library of Congress. But since we found out about this story, he's had 3 additional books added to that. And again, it just speaks volumes to what young people can do, young Black people, you know. And I mean, I hate to put, you know, emphasis on that, but we want to encourage our African American and other young people of color. Man, the sky's the limit for you. Don't stop. You know, get that education.
Correct.
You know, you have people like Nicholas here.
I'm glad that you said that because that leads me into the part 2 of this video.
Oh yeah.
Clock. Time is money. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I'm a bomb, tick tock. I'm a king, tick tock. A warrior, tick tock. I got dreams. I'm on the clock. Time is money. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Harder Martin and Malcolm, born to fly like a falcon. Black is beauty like stallion, raising up a battalion of young dreamers and doers, successful entrepreneurs who rise in spite of the losers who choose a moccasin booers. History hidden from us, our bloodlines of royalty, kings, queens, and loyalty. These things are sorely missing this day and age. That's why we stay in rage. So many that lay in graves, forced to see end of days. But it's a new day on the horizon. Green pools for us to dive in. Keep calm and keep surviving. Live long and keep on thriving. This is the future we need, so all of our futures succeed. That's why they shooting at me. They see the future in me.
Amazing.
That's just amazing.
Amazing.
That is.
Absolutely amazing.
Nicholas Buwama, everybody. Kayla and Kyle.
Yeah.
You got to get your kids these books. So amazing.
Yeah, and he has his own show on the Nickelodeon channel where he's executive producer of his own show.
Yeah.
Um, I am so proud of this young man, and like you were saying, Vicky, the sky's the limit for our young people. Um, it is. It truly, truly is.
And if people are wondering why he wants these books to go to Ghana, he's from Ghana. His I don't know if he was born there, but his bloodline is from Ghana. And I mean, it's just like I said, it just brings me so much joy to listen to this young man talk, this young entrepreneur. Like, this man has defied, I mean, like, people my age haven't even accomplished what he has accomplished.
Exactly.
At his age. So, I'm 4 times his age, maybe 5. But
You look good, girlfriend.
you look, the skin breaking out right now.
It's all good. And we're at the end of season 5.
Oh God, it's 9:01 already, but we have one more story that we want to give our viewers just some inspiration on. And this young man is so unique. Just listen.
Hold on. Where'd it go? Just keep talking, Vicky. I'm just trying to find it.
This young man, he brought tears to my eyes. And just listen to this message that he's giving to us about being different. And a lot of times, we're all different. I'm different from Thadric. Thadric's different from me. I'm different from my children. My children are different from their friends. But this young man, he gives a whole new vision of being different.
No, that's not it. And Jesus Christ, it just stopped.
And if I have to say to our viewers, deliberate discussions, it kind of goes one and the same with, other live streams, podcasts, radio shows, things like this. Dare to be different. And deliberate discussions, we are different than a lot of other young entrepreneurs when it comes to live streaming, podcasts, and things like that. But if it's in you, go for it.
I'm ready. Hold on a second.
So just listen to this and let it inspire you for tonight.
Excuse me. Hey, sorry to bother you. Are you in a rush? Not too much. Not so much? Do you have a couple of minutes for a little interview? All right. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. What's it like to be you? Not fun. Because I grew up bullied my entire life, and it makes me aware of my when people are staring at me. What's it like to be stared at? It triggers something in me. Wary of someone who might have bad intent towards you, maybe. That's exactly how it is. Yeah. Is it annoying to have to deal with that? Yeah. Like, look around you. We're all different. We are all unique in our own way. What's so different about me? Are you happy? No. Because of this? Yes. How do you feel about that? It's annoying. For example, I have to go to therapy to feel like I belong. Do you feel like you belong now? Somewhat. It's a process. It's a journey. Oh, it's a long process. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. You're a very special person. Thank you.
He's beautiful. He's such a handsome young man. I just really want to just reach through and hug him so much.
Did you see his reaction, friend, to what the man said at the end?
Yeah, I did. It touched me. I mean, this young man is just amazing. I know what it's like to be bullied for being different.
Correct.
I do. I mean, even in the standing.
Correct. Yeah, and it was just so impactful. Just, and it just shows how we are all unique and different in our own way. Exactly. And we all should be loved and accepted and things like that. But I'm happy to say that young man found his confidence and found his peace, because that young man is now one of the top models in this world.
Yes, he
has done print model, he's done runway modeling and everything, just because he's unique in his own
his uniqueness is just so beautiful, Thadric. Like I said, I was bullied. I had freckles. I was lighter and I had freckles, and I used to be so embarrassed about my freckles. And I'm looking at this young man, and I just wish, I could reverse time and go back and, take his inspiration with me back then to help me get over myself. And now I embrace my freckles, just like I embrace my, my acne scars and whatnot. And I just want our viewers to know that even though you're different than everybody else, you're unique also.
Exactly.
And being unique is very valuable.
Very
So
extremely. Yeah.
it is. So it's okay to be different, because when we're different, we're unique from each other. And Deliberate Discussions is very unique. We're
Very.
different, we're unique.
Yes, we are. I'm so glad we had this time together.
I can't sing, but I'm gonna pull my ear like Carol Burnett. Thank you all so very much for joining us. I haven't forgotten anybody. If you would like a Deliberate Discussions t-shirt, please email me or inbox Deliberate Discussion your name, your size, and your address, and I'll get that out in the mail to you. Also, to all of our winners who have not picked up their gifts from us, if you are watching this broadcast tonight, please contact me, 561-325-1488. I still have about 4 gifts that I have not had picked up. So, or if you want to donate those gifts to other people, please feel free to do so.
Correct. And also, before we end the show, I just want to remind everyone that Deliberate Discussions is also available on all social media platforms. If you have not followed us on all social media platforms, just take your cell phone now and scan the QR code on your screen and give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow. Also, this broadcast, we're actually broadcasting on our Deliberate Discussions Facebook page, on our personal pages, and we also broadcast live on YouTube. So if you ever want to watch the shows back, you can actually find Deliberate Discussions on all those social media platforms. We want to thank each and every one of our viewers for rocking with us. You guys have been so loyal. You have made this season 5 a success, and we are so grateful for each and every one of you guys tuning in each and every Wednesday night. We could not have done this without you guys. We'll be back in June for a much bigger and better season 6 of Deliberate Discussions. And when we return in June, I'll return a married man at that time as well. So, which I'm extremely excited about. But before we go, I just want to tell my amazing co-host how much I love you.
I love you too.
How much I appreciate you.
I
You are the most amazing person in the world. And
you are.
I'm so grateful for you. And
I love our friendship. I love our relationship. I love our co-hosting together. You keep me grounded on a day-to-day. I mean, like I said, people knew what we text each other and how much we text each other throughout the day. I mean, God knows I had to check on you the other day because
like Lord knows if I don't respond.
I thought, listen, I hadn't heard from you, so I'm like, oh God, I hope Bilal ain't bashed him over the head and buried him in the backyard.
Bury me in the backyard, huh? But no, I thank God for bringing us together. And not only for Deliberate Discussions, just in our personal lives. You're not just a friend of mine, you're family. And I want you to know that, and I'm so grateful. And I look forward to an amazing season 6 with you as well. So I'll see you here in Chicago in a couple of weeks. And just to our amazing viewers, y'all be on the lookout for a special edition episode of Deliberate Discussions live from Chicago the weekend of May 3rd. So with Vicky and Thadric. So you guys have the most amazing evening.
And don't forget to inbox us your name, your shirt size, and your address. I will be sending out t-shirts for Deliberate Discussions, or maybe caps or cups. I don't know. I'm getting all of them. So just make sure you all inbox me. I'm going to be giving away the first 10 people that inbox me will receive a t-shirt, a tumbler, or a cap from Deliberate Discussions.
And let me see some hearts in the comments. Let me see
yes,
some hearts in the comments.
Definitely. So please share, and comment on our page. Go to our YouTube page, Deliberate Discussions. I don't want this night to end, but hey, I got to leave you.
Okay, we love you. Y'all have a good night.